Hello, my amazing YouTube family. It has been ages. How have you been? I've missed every one of you. 2024 has been an amazing year. You know, life happens, but it's been a year that's flooded me with joy unspeakable. Let's get right to it. This session, I want to speak to you about brainwashing. Now, I attended a conference in Ghana, a highly international conference, and we're given an opportunity to give like a 5-minute talk to whoever will be interested in our topic. So we pitched, and then people were interested in our topics will gather around our tables that were allocated to us and we'll speak. And the topic I picked for my 5 minutes pep talk, call it, was brainwashing. And I had a crowd. A lot of people wanted to listen to what I had to say about brainwashing. And then when I started the talk, even though they were not disappointed, they were very interested and they learned a lot from my session. They all confessed that what I spoke about was not what they expected to hear. I spoke about the brain, how it functions, and how the brain gets washed. And that's what I'm going to speak about today. But however, I'm going to do this in 2 series, okay? So today I'm going to talk about the brain and brainwashing, the scientific brainwashing. And then in the next series, I'm going to talk about brainwashing, the psychological brainwashing. So if you want to know about these 2 kinds of brainwashing, keep it locked. And if you have not subscribed to the Psychologist NGTV yet, just click on that subscribe button, enable the notification button so that you'll be notified on all of our videos. Isn't it exciting? Now, brainwashing. Now, for years, scientists had not really known what caused Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. But with advancement in neuroscience, we are beginning to get an insight as to what might be causing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Now, as we go about activities on a daily, you know, our brains work very hard and they gather plaques, more like they get dirty. So whilst we work and carry out our activities during the day, beta amyloid plaques get deposited in our brains, you know, in between the neurons and all of that. Now, these plaques would get deposited throughout the day. And then in the night, when we go to sleep, when we are in the deep phase of our sleep, after about 90 minutes of sleeping, our brain gets flooded with cerebrospinal fluid, and then these beta amyloid plaques get washed off our brains. So nature has designed our bodies to cleanse itself, you know, at all levels. So during the day, as we work, as we go about our daily businesses, the brain gets dirty, beta amyloid plaques get deposited, and then during the night, when we sleep sufficiently, these plaques gets washed off. So the brain just releases cerebrospinal fluid, and then it washes these plaques away, and our brains are clean and nice for the next day. Now, this is not the only thing that happens when we sleep. Whilst we sleep also, our memory engrams get solidified, get more solidly ingrained. So our memories actually becomes firmer, you know, whilst we sleep, you know. That's why sleep is very important. Implication is if you're not getting enough sleep, these beta amyloid plaques keeps being deposited in your brain daily, but they are not being washed away sufficiently. So day after day, they get deposited, and then after a while, they begin to clog, you know, the nervous system in the brain. They begin to interfere with the communication system in the brain. And after years and years and years, they can begin to cause Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. You see, sleep is so important. It is a non-negotiable, you know, because we are so busy, 24 hours is never enough for adults. We like to take off of our sleep time. But now you know that if you deprive yourself of sleep, if you do not get adequate sleep every night, you might be putting yourself at risk for dementia, Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. You might be putting yourself at risk for having a poor memory. You know, lacking sleep or not getting adequate sleep has so many consequences. Depression can come up, anxiety can result from poor sleep. Both our physical and psychological health are affected when we do not sleep sufficiently. Now that you know, I hope you're going to go for sufficient sleep each night. And that's something, if you do not know how many hours of sleep you need to get every night to have slept sufficiently, check out my video on insomnia and on sleep health and learn about your sleep needs and how to get adequate sleep each night and how to get restorative sleep. Some people sleep for over 8 hours a night, adults I mean, and yet when they wake up they do not feel rested. That means they have non-restorative sleep, and that's not good enough too. So check out the video on insomnia, and yes, if you have not yet subscribed to the Psychologist NGTV, click on the subscribe button. That's our video on brainwashing today, and next week we'll be back again talking about the other kind of brainwashing. That's the one people usually want to hear about, so keep it locked. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic week ahead. Bye.